Hello guys, welcome. So you wanna learn how to play drums, you wanna be self-taught, you wanna use YouTube as a platform, which is obviously great, right? It's got all the information that we need in almost anything. And you just wanna make sure you're getting it right. You start from the basics, you don't miss anything important, so you don't need to go back and try to fix mistakes that you you could avoid. So I'm gonna take you from the beginning. It's gonna start a little boring, not a lot of pyrotechnics and crazy stuff on the drums. I'm gonna take you through basic stuff that you have to know. How do you hold the sticks? It varies. People use different kind of grips. People have different kind of methods. Even for beginners, they're all based on the same principles. I'm gonna take you through what I know. What works for me as a drummer who plays for 25 years and teach private lessons for over 10 years. Stuff that I've seen working for people. First of all, before we talk about grip, before we talk about concepts like rebound, what does it mean wrist work, what does it mean finger work, what's the difference, and more advanced stuff, I'm gonna talk to you about what is the difference between different kind of sticks, because you probably wonder to yourself once in a while, what the hell does it mean, all those sizes and the differences between different kind of tips. So just tip of the iceberg, think about it like a tool. It's physics, right? It's gravity. It's like a hammer. Obviously, I'm not saying you're beating your drums like a hammer. No, God no. But if you're working and you're making a disc or whatever, and you want to choose the right hammer for you. If you're doing tiny work, small nails, right, and more accurate, detailed work, you're gonna pick up a smaller hammer. And if you're doing like heavy pounding on big nails, you're gonna use a heavy hammer. So that's pretty much it when it comes to drumsticks. Not as brutal as hammers, but the idea is if you're playing with more finesse, like jazz for instance, you're gonna obviously pick up the lighter, thinner drumsticks. Not everyone. Some people like to play jazz with heavier sticks, and I'm not saying that jazz players can't beat the drums really hard. Sometimes they could, like all-time drummers like Elvin Jones. Sometimes you can see them really playing hard, but generally speaking, you have more finesse into your playing. It's a different kind of flow, different kind of dynamics. So you'll pick up the lighter sticks, like 7A for instance, SD4, if you heard of it. And if you're a rock drummer or metal drummer, if you choose this kind of stick that's too light, you're gonna have to put too much force into the drum sometimes. You don't always have to play hard. Actually, you usually don't use too much force. You want to be open, and you want to use the rebound, and you want to let it breathe. And this is why you should use the heavier sticks for heavier sound. Because if you use too small sticks, you're gonna end up using too much force yourself, and you're gonna end up breaking the sticks sooner, and you're gonna end up with a rough sound, or just too light and gentle. And if you play metal, you really wanna gain momentum with the stick sometimes, right? You're playing from a higher position, higher dynamics most of the time, and you're using the heavier sticks to let it do the job for you, right? You wanna play with flow, you want to use the rebound that you're getting from the drums. Sometimes not, yeah. Sometimes rough strokes, that's what it takes to produce certain sound, alright? But still, having the approach of playing openly and being relaxed and then use the rebound from the surface that you're playing on, that's the most important thing for me. When you start talking about basics and technique, right? What I'm trying to say is different sticks for different dynamics, different styles. Also the tip. Sometimes you see rounder tips. Sometimes you see like this kind of shape. Rounder tips, they tend to roll a little better, right? Let's say you're playing drumline, right? Right now, you're playing in a marching band, and you play the drumline. You play a lot of snare. You're doing double stroke and single strokes and thumb all the time, and the round tips just tend to roll a little better, right? And I always feel when I play a snare piece that it tends to roll a little better, and I get more flow, I get more speed even, right? Like this angle doesn't stop me from, from rolling, from doing the bass rolls, from doing the double stroke rolls. When I play groove sessions, yes, I get double strokes and single strokes. I do a lot of things around the set. Sometimes I play fast, but it doesn't matter as much. I'll focus more on the sound that I'm trying to produce from the cymbals with the stick that I'm playing, and the overall feel of the stroke. Sometimes I want it to snap. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. And of course, you got brushes for effect, different kind of sticks. And brushes are a different story. I never been a great brushes. I never been great with the brushes because I always prefer different genres. I played jazz, like I had to. When I went to study, it's just something that you do. And along the way, even if you don't connect to it, I mean, you have to, for your self-development. You have to listen to jazz, but just when I play, I always go to different directions. Of course, everything communicates with jazz at the end. This is why it's so important. So, is there anything else? Basically, that's it about sticks. That's it. So that's about enough for now. Sticks. You didn't even pick a stick yet. Now you pick your own. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you could pick 5As, you could pick 5Bs, you could pick whatever. Don't go crazy. Just start with something. Practice pad, pair of sticks, and if you don't have drums, you can do a lot with a practice pad. And let's get going. Next time we're gonna talk about how do you hold the stick and how do you use it, rebound, different grips, wrist work, and just kind of basic dynamics. All right. So I'll see you next time. Think about what I just said and get ready.